Do you feel it? Do you feel it in the air? Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Good morning, everyone. This is Michael DeJoy with the Affinity Legends of Wall Street Trading Room. Here we are, only the die-hard traders. Usually, guys, in the past, before, I would take this week off. I would not trade between Christmas and New Year's. And that's because for gap trading, with the exception of these kind of swing gaps, with the exception of these swing gaps, the market usually is very dead. It's all over, right? No, that's the 50 is the new 40. That's what they say, right? My sister, my sister's 47, and I mean, my sister looks better. She looks in better shape than me. But then again, she also doesn't have children. Children take the life out of you. Mario over here looks great. So it is what it is. No, the lamp route is still not working to my knowledge. All right, guys, so let's get through these stocks. There are some really good setups today. Traditionally, we call it Turnaround Tuesday. Monday, we came into the market, was really bearish. We sold off initially on Monday. Today, the markets are gapping up as if Monday never happened. Very typical of a Turnaround Tuesday. Those of you like Streetman who sold their FCX, now you feel bad about it. Right? Because now FCX is way, way up after you sold it and puked it out in pain. That's why this trend is a very hard trend to stay with because, obviously it's very volatile. The volatility is what we like as traders, but it sometimes isn't easy to trade. Okay? So, with that being said, let me go through my top pick of the day is X. Okay, I love the chart on X. It's not quite as far up as FCX. It has what's called a buy setup. Down bar, down bar, down bar. If it breaks the 850 area, and right now it's at 848, X triggers along and then runs right back. First it has a brief pause at $9 and then goes to $9.50. And then potentially up to $11. And then potentially up to $14. Obviously not all today, but over the coming weeks. Okay, so that's why X is such a good setup in my opinion. FCX, this big bearish red bar, is exactly that. It's a big bearish red bar. Okay? So that big bearish red bar is very negative. Okay? And then now all those people who got out of their position, like Streetman, okay, and all the people who got squeezed on the long side, right, and sold their stock or didn't buy it, they're all rushing to buy it now as it hits 17.17. Which is all the way up here, which makes this whole bar almost evaporated. So this whole bar is now a big bottoming tail as soon as this day opens. So FCX, very powerful, very long and strong to the long side. So we're looking at FCX. Guys, Facebook, I called it yesterday. I made money on it yesterday. It hit my target of 105. 95, 96. It's gapping up today. Okay, I'm just going to show you that Facebook was officially called yesterday. There's Facebook. Okay, and so that's that. So Facebook is going. I would also really keep an eye on Apple. Okay, Apple is down here at support, and this is a great level for Apple to rally into the end of the year. We only have a massive 1-2 days left. Friday, the market is closed. So we only have 2 days left. And, that makes it for us to have to potentially have a pretty strong rally on Apple back up to the 119 level. Now, look, there's a possibility Apple doesn't go anywhere. But I'm going to keep an eye because when Apple does go, it's going to put in a green bar like that, green bar like that, green bar like that. Okay, because this is a stock that when it goes, it trends. Okay, VRX was my big miss from yesterday. One more thing, I want to talk about USO before the market opens. So there is a long U.S. tradition of coming out with very, very pivotal news around the Christmas holiday. Okay, so the income tax policy, the IRS, was created around Christmas in like 1911 or something like that, 1914, some year, a long time ago. The Federal Reserve was created around that time. And now we just lifted the U.S. export ban on oil after 40 years. I turned 40 on the 23rd. And the export ban, I was born in 1975, right in the midst of the oil crisis. And sure enough, the export ban, which lasted my whole life, has been lifted as of this year. So that means that oil, okay, which is being kept irrationally low in some places and irrationally high in other places, the United States has gotten back into the oil market. The cartel now has a member that's going to do what it wants to do with its own geopolitical purposes, okay, which is the United States. So most likely oil prices are going up. The United States has the largest oil reserves, one of the largest oil reserves in the world. So basically we are an oil power and we are getting back into the oil exporting business. So tell me what you think is going to happen to oil prices. Up, up, up and away. Okay, guys? So the oil prices in the United States have bifurcated from the oil prices in the rest of the world because we're an oil power and we're keeping all our oil to ourselves. So ultimately trading is about supply and demand. So keep an eye on the USO. Okay, next one. So we got, so far, what have we gone over? We've gone over FCX. Oh, Fitbit. Fitbit is a day two play. Okay, Fitbit is a day two play. It gapped up yesterday. By the way, guys, the check mark worked yesterday. What didn't work yesterday was the late day breakout. Okay, but it definitely had a beautiful check mark. I would watch this because it's at 354. 3054, which is near the high of yesterday. This has huge amounts of clear air to the upside if it breaks the high of yesterday, which was 60. So if it breaks 3060, watch Fitbit to break out to the upside. Last couple was VRX. VRX. VRX gapping up, bull gap surprise. I don't like it. It's a thin stock. It's hard for me to trade, so I stay away from that one, but I have to mention it. It would have been a great short yesterday at the 5-minute low break. There was the break of the 5-minute low, and kaboom. I mean, it went down all day pretty much. Imbalances are very heavily weighted to the downside, so watch for a lot of these gaps to fade if possible, but let's see, PBT. I'm not really seeing anything there. It's one of Jay's imbalance trades. Oh, Pep Boys. Pep Boys, guys, has a takeover. This stock is on fire. PBY. This stock has a takeover bid. I stay away from these because I don't, obviously it would be great if they were already in it. There was a beautiful buy setup forming here. There is a guy that I follow that mentioned it, and I certainly could have taken it. I just didn't. So Pep Boys was a huge winner for him. So just keep an eye. Obviously, Pep Boys is a watch. Okay, guys. So we got 2 minutes to the open. By the way, also CHK up to 422. Doing the same thing that all these oil and gas related stocks are doing, which is gapping up. So keep an eye on CHK. Macy's also gapping up. Okay, Macy's also gapping up. I like the chart on Macy's as a 1, 2, 3 continuation up. Guys, LAMP does not work. So if you're using LAMP, you're going to have a problem. Sherry. Got to change your route to ARCA. Thank you. Okay, guys, watch some fade action on things like FCX for the moment. Markets just opened. I have 200 shares of Facebook, so I'm watching it. I may just sell it. I'm watching Fitbit too. In case it starts to fade, I want to get out of it. So far, Macy's looking good, guys. Macy's looking real good. There goes Macy's, guys. If it breaks the high, then Macy's goes higher. Guys, Fitbit starting to break out. It's at 362 on Fitbit, day 2 play. Let's see if Fitbit gets some get up and go here. It's at 360. They're falling all over themselves to get into this Fitbit. Let's see if it can get some legs behind it. Remember, it needs to break the 5-minute high. Macy's getting some get up and go. If you look at Fitbit, it's coming right into the 1 minute rising moving average. By the way, guys, Fitbit could also be a fade if it breaks the 5 minute low. So just realize that this can go either way. Breaks the 5 minute high, otherwise it's a fade to the short side. Macy's is going. Macy's broke the 5 minute, is right at its 5 minute high. X not ready yet. X a good one. It's a great chart on the daily, just not great on the intraday. FCX looking great, guys. If it breaks the 5 minute high on FCX, we go higher. Just keep an eye on this. This could be a 1, 2, 3 continuation on FCX on the 5 minute. Okay, Macy's pulling back, guys. Watch Macy's on the pullback. Fitbit is triggered a fade, guys. Fitbit triggered the fade. I don't know how much room there is. You know, it's only got room down to 29.87. Guys, FCX getting a little traction here. You know, this, when it's spiky like this, see Macy's. When it's spiky like this, it's hard for me to really say. That's a real breakout or not, right? Because in order for it to be considered a 5 minute high break, it needs to actually break and close above the high. This did not break and close above the high, so on FCX, the jury is still out. Guys, Macy's definitely going, okay? But watch it now because this is the buy area on the, this is where you would buy back your shares on the intraday. So this is a 1, 2, 3 continuation. The other problem that Macy's has is it's at daily resistance. So if it does go up here, it's going to go up here and break the daily resistance, which sends it right to 37. But it might need more time to gather its legs to get up there to do that. FCX is still fighting. See, FCX rallied up and it hit the high from the prior day. And it got sold into. See that hot prior day's high? It's a little bit higher. But we'll see what happens with FCX. It might need a break. CHK. Eh. Meh. Guys, Facebook looking good. Didn't fade. Let's see Apple. Guys, Apple, look at it already running. Let's watch Apple for a 1, 2, 3 continuation. Now, the only problem with Apple is that it's got this prior day's high right here. Watch Macy's for another stick up. You see Apple. Guys, watch FCX. Great place to buy FCX was off the 5-minute low. Okay, guys, watch Fit for a check mark. Guys, X is a great buy area. We did not get a signaled buy on X. So watch X for a buy right here on these levels. This was the prior day's low. So if you want to add to X, this is where you add to X. Same thing for FEYE. Although I probably would not choose to buy that one. Doesn't look very healthy yet. Okay, guys, Facebook looking good. Not going to add to it just yet. I'm going to look at Apple. Here goes Apple, guys. Let's hope it continues. Not hope. Well, we should never be hoping in trading. Hope is for losers. Macy's is going. X is starting to go. Okay, X is turning around. Macy's is moving off that low, guys. Look at Macy's go. Right? Macy's pulled back deep. Started trudging up. Macy's, that was a short-lived rally. Let's see if it follows through. Apple doing some nice movement. I'm only up 20 bucks on 200 shares, but man, GoPro had like good news yesterday, and nothing can give life to that stock. I like Twitter, guys. Twitter looking really good to the long side if it can make another move up here, meaning it gapped up, consolidated. This is a very typical bottoming pattern when it gaps off of that low and puts in a higher low. Like if it moves up here, it puts in a higher low, but it's not ready yet. Guys, FCX looks like it wants to go higher. AA gapped up nice. DUK as well. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Mary, I have some work for you to do. There's a guy that's on. You still have to know how to log into Trading Block?
Yeah.
Okay. If I send you the Rothschild Lieberman paperwork, can you fill out all his account information? He wants to open an account in January.
Alright.
His name is Michael Rosen. Michael Rosen. He's in Trading Block, and you can still log in over there. You just need to fill out all his account forms. I think you still have all the Rothschild Lieberman paperwork, but I'm not sure if you do. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize my mic was on. Let's see, CMRX. Yeah, that one looks like it wants to bounce today, Sherry. See, Federico, you're good, man. Kid's got skills. Can't wait for January 1st. Guys, FCX is usually a good buy area, or stock is usually a good buy when it's near the 5-minute low with a daily chart like this, but I'm hesitating to buy it based off of just general fadingness. Like X didn't bounce. It did the same stop run kind of maneuver. Macy's looking great though. Guys, watch Macy's for a breakout here. So far, Facebook holding up okay. Facebook actually broke out. Macy's is breaking out. Let me see Facebook if I can get a little more of this. This broke the 5-minute high. Macy's looking good on a 5-minute buy setup. Guys, Fitbit, big gap fade if anybody took it. I did not take it. I did sell some Fitbit that I held over. But this is the buy area on the day 2 play at the prior day's low. See USO. Guys, USO still looking good. It's still a trending buy. Let's watch FCX here, guys. If it puts in a low and then a higher low, this is the area on the 5-minute chart where it would start to find some legs. So far, my best call today was Macy's. We're right at a 5-minute trigger area on Macy's. Let's take a look at Wynn. Is that a winner? Yeah, Wynn looks great. I mean, it looks like a pennant. Wynn was a beautiful 5-minute high break for pullback. Wynn should hit 73. Guys, IBM is also a good one. Look at IBM breaking out here. IBM, if it breaks this 5-minute high, is a screaming buy. Guys, what's the symbol on Lockheed Martin? I know they got a big contract. General Dynamics is way up. That one should go higher. LMT. There goes Lockheed Martin, guys. Look at that, LMT. I wish I had thought about that before the open. LMT has a huge contract. They got a huge contract from the government. Defense spending. Look at Lockheed Martin go. See that? Boom. This will see $227 shortly.
I want to print out, but I can't print from yet.
Yep. So I'm just sitting here. I mean, I don't really see a whole hell of a lot to do. Facebook is in motion. I'm long. Apple is good, but I haven't sold any. And I'm just sitting in it. You know, I mean, I have a decent position. I've got 300 shares of Apple. FCX looks good if it ever bounces. It's about 50% retracement of the prior bar. Sadly, my entry price is terrible. Okay. CHK looks pretty good. Holding up well. My X is a dog, but that very often happens in buy setup. So down bar, down bar, down bar, down bar. You got to wait another day. Guys, look at Fitbit off the second day's low. Fitbit, nice bounce. That's a good day trading entry off the second day's low. By the way, guys, anybody who took USO, I know sometimes it's a slow trade. It's a slow trader. This is a very strong trend. If you buy USO when it gaps up, USO will probably close at around 1136. It will break out sometime before the close of the oil session. I believe it closes at 2:30 Eastern time. And you can just put a range order on it, Larry, and leave it. Mr. Mark, I don't know if you saw our Macy's trade. Macy's looking good, 5-minute buy setup. That guy's never triggered. It never triggered the 5-minute buy setup, it triggered a 5 minutes 1, 2, 3 down. So let's see if it holds here. So let's just hold off on Macy's on that one. Remember that Apple and Facebook are market leaders. Most likely, this will lead the market higher. Facebook also breaking out to the upside. Guys, Apple broke the prior bar's high. Okay, so Apple breaking the prior day's high means it should go to the next day's high, or at least 108 and change. I sold some because I'm a chicken shit. I still have 100. I sold 200. I did not know, guys, that the head honcho of FCX resigned yesterday. But obviously that will have a bearing on the stock.
I get sense of that stuff.
I'm going to print it right now.
Send the W9.
Thanks.
You want me to mail it?
Just email it to him.
Oh.
I'll email it to him because I'm the
There
rep.
it is.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm just going to check it over and I'm going to email it to him.
You know why? Because we did this before.
Did we really?
Yeah.
We've done it for other people, not for him.
No, we do that. You'll see my file was dated 9/21.
Really? We did this for him already.
When I did the others. So. And then I saved his
Profile.
no, I saved his portable drive.
Thank goodness. Saved you work.
No, we did. I'm going to bounce.
All right, brother.
So you have everything.
Did I send you that? Does this thing come back? I mean, I look at this as a 15-minute buy setup right near the low of the day. it hasn't triggered. Glad I sold my Facebook where I did. My Apple was a good sell too where I sold it. I still have 100 though. I might buy it back soon. All right, guys, I really don't see a whole hell of a lot going on for me now. That's what happens with these days. If you don't make your money, Macy's was the best trade for me in the morning. X is obviously not working, but it never gave a trigger to the long side. You could have only bought it preemptively at the low, but it never gave a trigger to the upside. You got to wait for it to turn up. FCX is okay, but certainly did not know about the news. Let's see SCTY. SCTY, wow, that's getting killed. That was a beautiful 5-minute low break on that one. I guess you knew that was going to happen eventually.